Whilst the church in Christianity does refer to the building, it's more than that. Generally, it refers to the people, the members of the church body. It comes from the Greek word ecclesia, which means a gathering, a group of people, or an assembly. So the church refers to the members. Christians believe that within the church, every person has a role. There's a quote in 1 Corinthians which says, "All of you together are Christ's body and each of you a part of it." So Christ is the head of the church and every individual has a distinct role to play. Whilst the physical church building is an important place for Christians to meet with one another and to grow in their understanding of God, it's more than the building. It's about the role in mission and in evangelism. Mission meaning work which seeks to help those in need, and evangelism sharing Christian beliefs. Churches would be involved in different types of missionary work. Things such as food banks often run out of churches run by organisations such as the Trussell Trust, or street pastors who go and help people in need on the streets, particularly after nights out or antisocial behaviour, and through the work of charities. Evangelism and mission are closely linked, but evangelism really refers to sharing Christian beliefs with those who don't have faith in God or in Jesus. It's based in part on the Great Commission in Matthew 28, where Jesus commands his disciples to go and make disciples of all nations, baptising them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Evangelism is important for Christians because they believe that Jesus came to earth to start that mission, to help people to understand who God was, and it's now their duty to continue that mission and to help other people to come into faith. A couple of quotes from Mark and from John which reinforce that viewpoint. It's believed that the Holy Spirit can help Christians, giving them confidence to share their faith. And a few examples of this would be the Alpha Course, which runs as a space for non-Christians to ask questions about the faith, Compassion, which supports children in need, and Mercyship, which is more an example of mission to help those through healthcare. Whilst evangelism and mission remains fundamentally important for many believers, there are some liberal Christians who would argue that sharing their faith within a multi-faith society, a society where there are lots of different religions, is not fair, that they shouldn't impose it on other people. Instead, they want to show their faith through actions and helping other people. The work of the church locally could be an example of this more liberal evangelism, which seeks to share faith through love and action. The Alpha Course and discipleship courses might be run to help people explore faith, but also community projects could be supported, and generally helping people in need, such as through charity work. Serving others and looking after the local community is a key belief for Christians, partly due to 1 Peter 5, which talks about being shepherds of God's flock, so caring for all those people in your local community. And ecumenism is a way to do this. It's where local churches come together in order to achieve that common goal of unity. As well as working locally, churches also work globally to help those living in poverty. The Bible has a strong focus on social justice issues, and Christians believe that all people are created in the image of God and therefore should be protected and treated equally. Charities such as Christian Aid, Tear Fund, Catholic, Baptist Aid and Compassion are all examples of charities run by Christians who seek to help those in need around the world. Whilst they are Christian organisations, it's important to remember that they don't just help Christians, they help people of all religions, all cultures and all backgrounds. To some extent, mission and evangelism has contributed to the growth of the church worldwide, to the point that approximately a third of the world's population now claims some sort of Christian faith. However, out of this number, it's estimated that over 260 million Christians are now subjected to high levels of persecution. Persecution refers to people who are oppressed or suffering because of their beliefs or perhaps their race or culture. So religious persecution refers to people who suffer directly as a result of their religious beliefs. And the church believes that they have a duty to help those who are suffering as a result of this persecution. Christians around the world work together to try and stop the persecution of other believers. This might be through praying for each other, it might be through education around the issues, or donating to charities such as Open Doors or Christian Solidarity Worldwide. These charities work to try and achieve peace and also promote human rights. Ultimately, a key belief in Christianity is that you should work towards helping others and improving the livelihoods of people around the world. It's motivated by teachings in 1 Corinthians talking about the requirement for love in action, and Matthew 25 as well, helping all those in need regardless of their background. A quick knowledge check to finish. Firstly, what is the definition of mission? And secondly, of evangelism? Secondly, why do Christians think evangelism is important? Thirdly, what examples are there of mission both in the UK and abroad? And fourthly, how do Christians respond to the issues of religious persecution?